Hi y'all, it's Pam at Pink Dragonfly Wingz, and we are here today with, let me check, episode number 11 in our Using Up Book Pages series. So let me wipe my eyes and get started. These allergies, I tell you, but thank the Lord it is raining here today, and we need it so badly. So keep coming, rain, keep coming. So, all right, what we're going to make today is a little pocket, and it has 5 tags in it. You could put more in it than you want, but it also has a little tuck spot at the back. And so this is it. And I keep this on here just to keep my paper, keep my tag on here, because I can't insert this until I put this in my book. So let me get my little book here. And so this is my little book for all of my using up paper pages. And I'm going to put this right, so let's say, I don't know that I'm going to put it right here right now, but this, we might put it on a pretty printed page. That might kind of look cute. And it goes right here in the corner, and I've already put my tape on there. So there's my tape and my tape to tell me this is a tuck spot that goes in this corner. And then what I do with my little book, my little card, this little card then slides in back here. And it's just connected here on the bottom and the top, and a place for this to slide in and out of here. You can slide it, put it in straight, you can turn it, you can do whatever you want to with it. And then let me put this little book out of the way for a minute. And while this is on your page, this opens up so you have some little pockets inside here. And so we have 2 little round pockets, 2 little bitty tags right here, a little bit bigger tag right here, and then this is just some of the paper cut off that's just for decoration. Okay, so that's what we're going to make today, and it's pretty easy to do. So we're going to make it and add another one to our series. And I'm going to put this back on here with the paper clip so I don't forget that tag goes with that pocket. I have to do all kinds of things to remind myself, y'all. All right, so here's our stuff that we're going to use today. If I can get it out of this little bucket. Okay, and you now go in the empty buckets, don't you? Okay, so we have a little pattern that I made for myself, and because I'm going to put these into a separate little place so that I have the patterns later when I decide to remake these things, because I can't remember from one day to the next. So, and these are all of my little tags, and when we get ready to do those, I'll share those and the sizes with you. And these are our tags that I cut for today, because the ones with the patterns on. Oh, I hear raindrops on my window, y'all. Oh, it's awesome. It's awesome. All right, so we're going to use this little dictionary page. And let's see. How do we start? I don't know. All right, we're going to fold this in half this way. The short side, we're going to fold it on the short side. And once again, let's see how big this piece of paper is. It's just a page out of an old dictionary, school dictionary that I had. And this is 9.5 inches tall, and it is 7 inches wide. Yours can be that size. It can be a little bigger. It can be a little smaller. You just go with what you got. Okay? Go with what you got. So then we're going to take this. I'm going to fold this back here so you can kind of see working on this table. I'm going to take this corner and fold this down right even. And then I'm going to take this corner and fold it up to the edge. That makes sense? So we're going to make a little, that's where our little circle punch things are going to go, right in there. So isn't that cute? All right, so we're going to do that on that side. Turn it over. We will do the same here, and this just helps the video pick up so you can see where I'm folding. It's not going to stay this way. So we took that one and brought it down here. We're going to take that same corner and pull it up to here and just square that off. All right. We open this back up, and there's our pocket. There's our pocket. All right. Now then, we are going to, I think, we fold this up. Let me get my little thing here. Yeah. We're going to fold this up right here. We don't want it to be too much because we don't want to cover all of this up, but you can make it wherever you want it to go. Let's put it about right there. Cover up those words. That one's not quite squared off, and that will bug me later. So I know my life is so chaotic, but little things like that just bug the dickens out of me. And so we're just going to, you pick out how deep you want these little pockets in the front and fix it. And we're going to fold this over just a little bit because we want to reinforce this edge, because this paper is very thin. This dictionary paper is very thin. Okay, so we're going to open that up. Now, I didn't put any washi tape on this one, but you certainly could. And I happen to have some laying over here for a project I was using for something else, and we've got some pink paper, so this would work. And I think we'll just put this on here. But what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to glue this little section down, just because I want to make sure it stays down. Okay, so we're just going to glue it down like that, more or less. More or less even. Not quite, but more or less. All right. Then we're going to put a little bit more glue on here. And my fan is blowing my papers around. Put you over there and out of the way. And then we're going to do about half of this piece of washi, just to add a little decor here, so to speak, and a little strength to this little section. This section's going to get a lot of wear and tear because that's where our pocket is going to be. And so if we can strengthen that little edge there a little bit, that will help us. Now you can use washi tape, you can use a little piece of fabric, sari silk, you could use paper, whatever you have to just increase the strength of this particular seam here. Now you could do the same up here if you want to. In fact, what if we took, I mean, that's not glued down yet to that, hopefully. We could put a little piece of tape right here just to strengthen up that little pocket part. Alrighty, and I'm going to trim this off so that it's not seen from behind, and this one as well. Now, our little pocket things, our little circle things will still fit down in there. That gives it just a little bit more strength, and it kind of adds some continuity here between this part and this part. All right, that's about all we're going to do as far as that. Okay, now this little corner over here, let's cut that off. That is unimportant at this point. And my poor scissors, they're so dirty and so nasty. I'm so sorry, but that's just the way my life is. All right, so we're going to turn this right down here and just fold it. It makes this little corner a little stronger, and we just want it to be a little stronger. So we're going to fold that. We're going to turn this in and fold this one in. Now you can glue that if you choose. You don't have to. Now I am going to put just a little bit of glue here just so that will stay down, and a little bit of glue here. We don't want to put a whole lot of glue because it'll close up our pocket. Just enough to hold those two little pieces down so that they don't keep, you know, flying up. Now we've got these in here. We have a little boat. So we have a little boat. This part is going to come right up here. And hopefully, if I folded it relatively straight, that will work. There we go. Then we're going to fold this in, and there's our pocket. There's our pocket. Now you could put a little piece of paper on here and have another little pocket here. But what I did is on mine, I put a piece of journaling paper on the front of this and on the back of the card. That's just what I chose to do. You don't have to do it that way. You could put a piece of paper here and put another little pocket there. But I felt like I had enough pockets, so I left it like this. But I am going to ink a little bit. But I'm going to glue these little corners down here. Let's put it on this side. And I'm going to put just a little bit in there to hold that. Okay, then we'll come over here and put just a little bit in there and a little bit on here. Just to hold those down. Now, if you wanted to put some more washi on there, you certainly could do that. But we're not going to worry about that. Have our little pockets. Now, this is a decision to make too, and it's really kind of up to you as to what you want to do. You can leave this open, but since I'm folding it, I don't want my tags rolling around in there. So I'm going to put just a tiny bit of glue right down the center of that to make this two individual pockets smaller, but yet the full width. Okay, and that'll just keep the tags from sliding over into the other person's spot. Everybody has a spot and they have to stay in their spot. Alrighty, so here we go. We've got this all done. We didn't do anything up here because all of this is going to cover that up. So there's no sense in wasting the paper. Let's get our inker. And we're going to ink around. Not going to have to worry quite so much about inking the tops of this pocket and this pocket because we put the washi tape on there. So that will be fine. That'll be enough. Now, y'all know I don't like white paper, so here we go. I'm going to cover that up. I think I'll put a little bit of glue right here to hold this down. A little bit of glue here to hold this down because it isn't going to move, but if it's not glued down, it's going to flip up and eventually tear. We don't want that. So there we go. Okay, we're pretty good. We're going to ink down here. Excuse me. And there we go. Going to just ink all the way around. And you could put some washi on here if you want. You don't have to. I'm not going to just because a lot of this is going to be covered up and hidden. And I think it's going to be fine the way it is. But you do you, and if you want to do that, you go right on ahead. It's your pocket. You do what you want. Now, I'm done with that for now. Now, I am going to go ahead and get my tape. if I can see my tape. And I use this little tape because I don't want to make it too big back here. But I need to remind myself this is a tuck spot. Okay, so I'm going to put my tape on there so that when I pull this out of my stash, I'll go, oh, that is a tuck spot. And if that's what I'm looking for, then there we go. And if it's not what I'm looking for, then I'll put it back to use for something else. And those are just little clues that I give to myself. So if you have better memory than I do, you go with it. Don't worry about putting the tape on there. Goodness, got all of my little goodie things on there, stuck on my tape. Put you back over there. All right, so we're all ready. We're going to take this little piece of paper. It's just some paper that I had printed off, and I printed. I actually used this for my journal. Had a few pages left over, and I put some lines on it because I always am needing something with lines on it. So what I'm going to do is kind of tear at this a little bit. I don't want it to go quite to the edge. And I'm just going to tear. I tear lots of things. I really just like the look of the paper being torn. Oh, tearing paper. And I'm going to put this little piece over here because I might need it for something else. And then I'm going to get a rough idea here. And I'm just going to put a little pencil mark there very lightly, just so I know where the edge is. I know that my tear has to be below that pencil line. And I'm just going to roll this up and go for it. And go for it. Yeah, right. That sounds easier than done. Okay. So let's see if you're going to fit on there. And you are. You're going to fit just fine. Okay. So now we're going to ink up this little piece of journaling paper. I think it has already stopped raining. So apparently what we're having is what we call in Texas a 6-inch rain. That means the raindrops fall 6 inches apart. That's about all the rain we get. So, all right, we're going to put some glue on this and glue it down to the front. And just position it on there like you want it. And then I am going to use, if I can find it, oh, there it is, my little board, my little, well, I can't think what it's called. Anyway, this little thing to smooth out the glue under there, because this is going to be a writing space, and if you don't smooth that glue out a little bit, then you get little ridges in there and it makes it hard to write. So I just go with that. All right, now then I have a couple of little flowers here, and these were just some flowers that I had cut out of who knows what, and I thought, oh, I'll just put these on here just to make it look kind of cute. So we have that, and we have some little centers here. One little center, two little centers. Okay, and we're just going to glue these on. And let's see how we kind of want that. I think that'll be perfect. Don't want those to hang over too much. Still hear thunder, so we still have a chance. All right, and we're going to put you right like that. Okay. get the glue off the back where I glued where it wasn't going to be. And we might ink up the back of this so that when we look at it, it has some definition. You're not going to see it, this part probably, but you might see this part hanging off because we're going to put this down here. So this is going to hang out just a little bit, so you want it to be pretty. And so there we go. So that's hanging out, not just white paper hanging. All right, so we're going to get the second one here. Looks like he lost a leg, but that's okay. We like legless things. I was a special ed teacher for most of my career, so there you go. We're gonna Here we go. So I love little special people. And I don't think he was broken. I think he was just folded under. He was just folded under. So there we go. He is all complete. Now then, we'll link up the back here and here. Here we go. And we can put our little centers. We're going to put one little center in there. It's kind of hard to see that one because he's kind of the same color as the flower. And then we'll put that one right there. We'll put the red one at the top so we can see it better. All right. Now the front of our little pocket is done. The back is done because we put our tape on there. So all we have left to do is what's inside here. Okay. Let's save this because this is going to be for our pocket, our tuck thing in a minute. All right, so we've got some little round things here, and we have two little pockets or tags here and one big one. All right, so I'm going to very quickly, did I round those? I did not, but I think we will on this one. I think we'll round it. You know, we don't want to do everything the same. And since we have the little round pockets up here, that'll make it blend a little bit. I wonder if I can do these at the same time. I bet I can. Save some time. All right. It always looks like it snowed in my little room with all these little pieces here that are just everywhere. I'm going to ink both sides. And I have enough paper that I could probably put the journaling paper on the back of these, but I'm not going to. But I could, and you can. Or you could draw lines, or whatever you want to do is cool. But I love using lined paper, but I also sometimes like using nothing, and you can just write on the card. So that works. Now let's ink up our little circles. And see what we are going to put on here. I don't really know at this moment, but we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. Now, did I do the back of that one? I did. Okay. And I started inking that, and then I decided to round the corners, didn't I? I thought, why is that just partially done? Oh, well, because that's the way my brain works. All right, now, these are going to be decorated a little differently, but these three are going to be decorated with this paper. And this paper is just some cool paper that I got. And I'm going to use one of these on my little card here. And I think I wanted to use the one with the flowers. Nope. Because apparently they're not the same size. So I have already cut one down. Must be this one. This is the one I decided to use. So what I did, this is the actual size of these little pieces of paper. And I love these. I love these bright colors and all of this cool stuff. And they come in these little booklets. They're called Painting. And I can't remember where I bought these, but I bought them from somewhere. And you can get a pink one, that predominantly green, predominantly pink and orange with some teal in it, predominantly orange, blue, and purple. And I use these for everything. I love these colors. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead before I forget, and I'm going to round the corners of our little card here, our little tag that we're going to put in the back. And I'm going to do the paper as well. Before I forget, I will forget and glue it right down. I can't tell if you're in there or not. Guess you were. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes. And then we will ink around here. Don't need to ink quite as much on the paper because basically I just want to cover up the white edge of the paper so that it's not glaring at me. And then, because we're going to ink the edge of this as well. Okay, go right on around there. Get just a little more ink. I'm forever sticking my elbow in that, so I'm trying to get better about closing that. So let's put this piece of paper down. And I'm not really going to decorate this. I think the paper itself is going to be decoration enough. And the reason for that is because this little tag, there we go, is going in a tuck spot, so I don't want anything here to keep it from fitting in that pocket. So I'm just going to leave the paper flat, and then this paper, this will fit back here. Okay, so we're going to take another little piece of paper here, and we're going to I think we'll have this one going up. I kind of like that idea. And I like that that part's missing. We'll put a little flower there. So there we go. What do you think about that? Always flying by the seat of our pants, no matter what we're doing. I know that comes down there a ways. Let's go ahead and tear off a little bit of the top. I didn't do that on the other thing on the front, but I wanted that to look a little different. So we're going to put this right on here like that, and we will tear right below that line. Okay, that little piece might have to go in the trash, but not yet. It may go in the collage bucket. That's about the perfect size for a collage bucket, or a collage piece. We'll go right around here. And ink up the edge of this one. Okay, I'm trying to get better. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. We're going to put some glue on the back of this. So everything doesn't have to always be even and square and measured. Sometimes you just go with what you got, and what you got is torn a little bit. That's okay. We can make that work. Now, down here somewhere, I have some flowers, and we're primarily pink and green here. So let's see if we can find a pink flower, because those are way, way big. How about we get something here? Put you right back down there. And it would have been nice if I'd had another one of those, but I don't have one of those. So let's see what kind of little flower we have here. And I kind of like this. He kind of looks like one of those flowers. Yeah, like you. And we'll put you right there and cut your stem off. And that'll be perfect. There we go. Problem solved. There you go. All right. So we're going to use all of our dexterity to get all this little stamp off of here. And now would you look, I think I'm going to pull you up so your little leaf is showing. Just because I think the little leaf is kind of cool. And then we're going to turn it over and we're going to trim off nothing because it worked. Except that little part of the flower there. Okay, there you go. So now we have our little tag done. It's going to fit right there. Alrighty, so now we have these. And this one. Okay. Now, these little round ones here were cut with a round punch. And it is a 2-inch. Now, I had a little bit of this paper left. Wonder if I can get one out of that. Let's see. And I can. Okay, so we can have one of those. We'll save this. And we'll cut another one out down here. So that's a 2-inch punch, and that was about the size that would fit in this little pocket here. So I'm going to glue this on here, and then we'll ink it up a little bit. Ah, goodness, come on. Yes. It doesn't really matter how you put it on here, as long as when you get ready to decorate the front, you have it going in the right direction. Let's spread our glue out. Since we're using a writing surface, we want our glue to be smooth and not bumpy. And then we'll put this one over here on this one. That fits perfect. Of course, they were cut from the same hole punch, so, or circle punch, I guess it's called. And this is a bone folder. Dang. Don't know why I couldn't think of that a while ago. Y'all are watching dementia come on in front of you. So, and there we go. We're going to ink that right up. And now we'll decorate the fronts. And let's see. Over here we did not put, oh, we did put some little lined paper back there. It looks like maybe I used part of an index card. So we're going to see if we can find some little stamps and some lace. And you know what? I happen to have both. So let's see if we have anything in here that, I don't know what that is. Oh, that's pink. And it's a little peacock. And I think that might work. And one's not really pink, but he's a little big. And I have some other little things down in here that might fit this paper pretty good. And these are little cute animals. Oh, look at him. I like him. Oh, and I like him too. All right, Stamps, you lose out today. I don't know where I put you, but we'll put you away and we'll put you guys back in here. And we're going to use the cute little, there's the Stamps. And we're going to position this so that when we put it on here, it is going to fit where we can write. All right, should I think maybe try to make this on here, but I don't know if that's going to work very good. I just don't think that's going to work. Probably would if I knew what I was doing, but I don't. So what I'm going to do here, there's the top, and I'm going to put you about like that, and then I'm going to cut this off just a little bit down here on the bottom because I want it to be the same all the way around. So I'm going to make this thing a little more square and a little less rectangle-y. And then, well, let's put it on the right side. And then, when I put it over here, I have a little bit showing on all four sides. And that'll work perfect. Okay, and then I can cut these little nubbins off, or I can use this thingy. Oh. You didn't want to cut. Are you a sticker? Oh my goodness, you are. You're a sticker. I did not know that. Okay, so let's try it again. Sometimes these little, this little tool doesn't work very well with stickers. And I guess it's because of the glue, maybe on the back of the sticker. And it just doesn't want to cooperate. So I'm just going to kind of cut these in a little rounded way. It'll be kind of lopsided because I can't cut that very good, but that's okay. We'll survive. We will survive. Okay, let's see now if I cut enough off. And of course I did not. So there you go. You're going to have round or straight corners. So we're going to take you off. Cool. I'm so excited to know those are stickers. Now I need to know where is the right top and bottom. And I think that is going to work. And then I'm just going to cut these off right here. And that will actually work better. Or at least it does for me. And then we'll put you like that. And look at you. And I'm not going to put lace on you because you need to be seen. So there you go. With little head sticking out. Now let's work on this guy. And let's see how much I cut off of this one. Did we get it pretty even so that it's, yeah, we did. Okay, so we're going to cut this one off. I'm not going to worry about trying to deal with cutting those corners because we already know that doesn't work. So I'm going to lay you like that and I'm going to pull off this little tag. I am so excited to know these are stickers. so excited. All right, and we're going to put you about right there. And you're going to be perfect. And then we're going to cut and cut. Don't think I got you quite as straight as I did the other guy, but you're kind of wonky anyway. Kind of a wonky little guy. So you're going to be fine. Yeah, you're close enough. There you go. All right, so we have two little cute critters to put in there. I'm going to put my stamps back in here. And then we're going to use these two pieces of paper to cover these little tags. Now, this bigger one is 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. And that's for the full tag. So I think that I will cut it a little bit smaller. Maybe we could put this pretty flower on here, on this one. And I think now cut you out. We'll cut you out right there. And right there. Now that's my pattern, so that's going to work. And this is going to need to be rounded, but it's just paper, so it should round pretty good. And while I'm doing this, oh, I only have this one. Okay. So we're going to ink up the edge, just to give a little definition. Color up those white edges of the paper. Get some glue. And glue you on. All right. Now, even though you're not a journaling paper, we're going to still smooth you out. We still want you smooth. Okay. Oh, you know what? I can't put this in here now because I do. Well, you're just going to have to go in here like this. And you're just going to have to be like that. So I'll put you there. And then we'll get these two little ones. And these are 2 by 2 1/2. So we need them a little bit smaller than that. Let's maybe, I think I want to use these little flowers to put down here. And so maybe we can get one of you out of here. And that's going to be, yeah, I like you best. All right, so we're going to cut a little piece here. Kind of measure you. Y'all know I don't measure much. So I'm going to cut you out. And I'm going to cut you out. We're going to see. You're going to fit just fine as soon as I round your little corners. And I think I'll do this corner. We'll just cut 2 of them out at the same time. Well, not at the same time, but save me from having to measure again. And there we go. And I had someone comment on one of my videos that towards the end they couldn't hear me talking. And I think those are the periods of time when I start talking to myself. And I do that all the time. I drive everybody nuts because wherever I am, I'm talking to my stuff or I'm talking to myself. And so I'm going to try to do better about that. But if you hear me if you see me where you can't hear me, it's probably because I'm telling myself, why in the world did you do that? Anyway, alrighty, let's ink these up. Now, on these that went in our original, I didn't put anything on the back of it, but you certainly have enough paper here that you certainly could cut these out and put those on there as well. In fact, let's do that on these little ones. And I tell you what, let's just fold this in half. And I don't want, okay, we'll cut you off right there. Put you over there. And scoot you over just a little bit so I can cut off the edge. Okay, make you straight. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Now we have two tags with the same lines in the same direction. Oh, that worked out just fine. Now we're going to cut our little corners and make those match. And one of these has the line on it from the paper, but that does not bother me. So we're going to put some glue on this. And center it on our little tag here. Yes, center it. I know that was the tricky word. Close enough. Close enough. Now we're going to ink the back. Go ahead and ink this one. And I don't think I ever inked this one. So let's do it. Get these little puppies done and ready to go. Put my lid back on. Get my little tag. Going to put this one on here. There we go. Now that's kind of cute. Smooth out our glue lines. Put you on this one. Well, there you go. Flinging glue everywhere. And now y'all see why I only have, you only see certain clothes in videos. I wear the same things. They're usually clean, but I only have a set of clothes that I use for my craft room because I always manage to get like ink on it and glue and all kinds of stuff, and I don't want to ruin all of my clothes. So I have a little set of in crafting room clothes. So that's why you see the same thing. It's not that I only have 4 or 5 shirts. Okay, and then you fit in that pocket. Let's scoot you over a little bit so we can tell that there's 2 tags in there. And we're going to put you right there. We may put this one on this side because it's predominantly green, as is that one, and that one kind of shows up a little better. And then we have our tag that goes in the back, and I'm going to put 2 little pieces from this little piece. And if I can fold this so that those flowers kind of come out in the same spot. Okay, let me get my I don't know where my cutting board went, my cutter thingy. So we're on our own. We're going to cut it like this. And you never know what you're going to get. It's kind of like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get when I'm cutting. But we got both of our flowers. Okay, and you. And I'm going to put you down on. Oh, that's pretty. All right, so I'm just going to cut off. I think I'll just cut off the corner. And do that. So it looks like it was supposed to be that way. Now we're going to ink this one up, and since we're just kind of inking up the white edges, we don't need a whole lot of ink. And then we'll get this one. And I think I will hold you up here and cut off. Now, what am I doing? This one's going to go over here. This one's going to go over here. I can't do that. I have to do it like this. There we go. See, now I almost messed up. But I caught myself. I'm always excited when I catch myself from making a mistake. Okay, and we're going to ink around here. Put a little glue on this one. Down right there. Okay, and I've already inked you, so we can glue you down. See, I talk to my little pieces of paper and all my stuff like they're my friends, because they are about the only friends I have. There we go. Except we needed to scoot down just a little bit more, like maybe to right there. And there you go. All right. So there we go. Now it folds in the center. We have a writing spot here. We have a tag with a writing spot, a tag with a writing spot, a tag with a writing spot, a bigger tag because I put the glue in there anyway. So we have those. Another tag. So there are 5 tags right there. 5 tags. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And a tag for the back. So we're talking about 5 tags and a tuck spot. So there we go. And then I'm going to, I've already put my tape on the back, so I know that this is going to fit in my book like that. And I am going to get a paper clip and paper clip together, so I know you go together. And I'm going to put my little note tag on here, so when I put in my book I remember which episode that was. So we are done. We are done. That was pretty quick. Probably, I'm really a pretty slow crafter, so hopefully. But anyway, that's it for the day. So if you like the video, please like and subscribe. I've lost some subscribers. I don't know where they went. I guess they decided they didn't like me anymore. But it broke my heart. And so I'm going the other way instead of increasing. So that concerns me a little bit. It kind of makes me think maybe what I'm doing is not very good. So I don't know. I've got to do some thinking on what to do about that. But anyway, if you do like the video, please like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Share with everybody you know, all your crafter friends, all your family, all that. And let's see if we can get those numbers up a little bit. And check out my online store. It's at www.mypinkdragonfly Dragonfly Wingz with a Z on the end.com. All one word. My Pink Dragonfly Wingz. All one word. And the Wingz has a Z on the end.com. See what we have in there. We might have something you want. Maybe, maybe not. I haven't sold anything in 3 years, so I don't know that anybody's finding anything in there that they like, but there you go. So, anyway, that's it for today. I hope you had fun. I hope you'll make this and include this in your little journal. And until next time, you be creative too. Bye-bye.